All of us have motivation of some sort. I define motivation as the desire to achieve that which you believe to be worthwhile. And many people go through life never getting in touch with their greatness because of the lack of motivation to push themselves, or because they have not found something that they believe to be worthwhile to challenge them. I heard a poem once that said, many a flower has bloomed unceasingly and wasted sweetness upon the cold desert air. It's translated, that means simply that many a talented persons have gone unnoticed, and the world never had a chance to be exposed to their talent because that person did not take the time to begin to express or to demonstrate or to motivate themselves in the direction to bring that which they came into the universe to bring. How can you measure your motivation? How can you evaluate where you are on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's do this for ourselves mentally. How do you rate yourself from 1 to 10? Your mental attitude about yourself, how you feel about you, how you feel about life. How do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of your physical appearance, in terms of your health? Do you take care of yourself? Are you allowing yourself to get overweight and out of shape? Are you conscious of your health? Are you watching the food that you take into your body? Do you make a deliberate effort to exercise? You know, it was George Burns. He said, we cannot help getting older, but we don't have to get old. And many of us get old before our time because we don't take time to take care of ourselves. Your environment is a very good indicator. On a scale of 1 to 10, is it what you want it to be? Do you find it desirable? Are you satisfied? The job or career that you're involved in. Someone said that 85% of the American public are unhappy with their jobs. Are you spending 8 hours a day just doing time? Doing something that you don't find challenging, that does not make you stretch mentally, that does not stimulate you, that does not inspire you. Something that you don't find a sense of fulfillment in it. If you're doing that day in and day out, it has to affect how you feel about yourself, your level of motivation. Your relationships, what kind of impact is it having on your life? Is it nourishing or is it a toxic relationship? Does it drain you or does it build you up? Ask yourself that. How motivated are you to do something about it? Your contribution, your actions. What are you giving? Many people will leave the universe without a trace. No one will know they were here. And in fact, under their name, we could put under their used up. Will anybody know that you came this way? What contribution are you giving? What will you leave? What will be different because you came this way? Someone once said that life is our gift to us, that God has given us, and how we live our lives is our gift to God. What kind of gift are you formulating? Is this a gift that you like to take back and do something else before you turn it in? Think about that. What can we do? What are some of the keys that we can begin to use to motivate ourselves when our batteries run low? Because I don't care who you are, I don't care what you do, at some time you are going to get tired. At some time you're going to get in a rut. Seem like nothing you do works out right. At sometimes it just seems like you just don't have the wherewithal or the will to do anything. That sometimes you act like you're punch drunk. You're just wading through life, just doing time day in and day out, looking at non-discriminatory television, anything that's on, just looking, and depressed. Feeling powerless, feeling useless, and bored. What do you do? How do you get yourself out of a rut? How do you, when you know you can do more than what you've been doing and you're not doing it and you're discontent with where you are, you get angry at yourself. How do you get out of that rut? How do you motivate yourself? One of the things that we must do is that we must be involved in working on achieving self-mastery. You must work on yourself continuously. Never be satisfied with yourself. Always know that as invest in time on you. That's the greatest ability that human beings have above animals. See, a dog can't be anything but a dog. Tree can't be anything but a tree. Human being, you've got unlimited potential. You can put effort on you, and by concentrating on you and developing you, you can transform your life wherever you are right now. So you want to work on yourself. You want books to inspire you. Over and over and over again. And not just that you listen to this when you first get up in the morning. You control the fear today. Just wake up. Subconscious mind is most impressionable. Whatever you hear in the first 20 minutes when you wake up, that will affect the spirit of your day. When you listen to tapes, listen with relaxed belief, believing that this can happen for you. And by listening to them, listen to them over and over and over again, and you will get a breakthrough. You can listen to the same tape for months, and all of a sudden you hear something you never heard before. It have a special meaning for you. Or read the same book over again, and you find some special insight. You said, I can't believe I didn't see that the first time. So you want to be involved in developing yourself. Most people won't do that. Most people won't take that kind of effort and invest that kind of energy in themselves, because they will fall prey to that conversation within. Oh, don't do that. You don't have time. You're too busy. You're too caught up in the rat race. Most people won't do that. Well, they won't take time to go to lectures. They won't take time to go to seminars. They won't take time to go to classes to improve themselves. And as you continue to work on yourself, you will begin to expand your vision of yourself. You'll begin to work towards self-mastery. And you will begin to see it reflect itself in all the dimensions of your life, your mental life, your physical life, your social life, in your relationships, your monetary life. So concentrate on developing yourself, because if you don't, I guarantee you that you will make a settlement. And most people have. And most of us already have. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? You know, when we make settlements, out of court settlements, you've heard them. That means that you decided to take something less than what you originally wanted to get had you gone into court. And the reason that you settled outside of court is because you didn't believe that you can get it. So you made an out-of-court settlement. Many of us are making in-life settlement. We're settling for less than what we actually deserve. We don't feel good about it, but we make it work in our minds. We'll come up with some kind of excuse to make it all right. What kind of settlement have you made with your life? Many of us settle for less than what we want out of relationships because we don't have the courage to change them. In order to begin to find some keys to self-motivation to drive yourself, in addition to working on yourself, and as you work on yourself, you feel good about yourself, and as you feel better about yourself, you treat yourself differently. Develop a health plan. See, you can't feel well and do well if you don't have good health. You can't perform if you don't have your health. Your health is valuable. Develop a health plan. A plan that you will follow, because this is the only vehicle that you have to carry you through this experience called life. And you want to take good care of it because you love you enough. You care enough about you. And that's not easy. It is not easy having a health plan and sticking to it.
What are the things that you fear that's been keeping you from living your dream? That's been keeping you from doing some things that you would like to do? Just think about those things. And how do we begin to handle that? Abraham Maslow said that the life is about growth. And he said you can either go back to your comfort zone, and there you won't find any growth, or you must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again. Because you're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate. There are some things that you really should be afraid of. Now, you shouldn't allow it to immobilize you. You acknowledge it, you take it into account, and you carry yourself accordingly. There are times that we should proceed with caution. But it's the difference between being stopped by fear. It's the difference between having a fear and the fear having you. So what do? One, acknowledge it and knowing that it's okay. Don't condemn yourself for being afraid. It's perfectly fine to have some fears. You acknowledge your fears, you embrace those fears, and then you move on. You act on whatever it is that you fear. Because once you embrace it, see, what you resist will persist. What you resist will persist. So one of the most important things is to begin to embrace your fear. And I used to have a tremendous inferiority complex about speaking before people that I felt who had more going for them than I did. Because I'm not college trained, I used to feel that college people were the most intelligent people on the planet. And there was nothing I had to say for them. And what will they listen to me for? That's the way I felt. And so I had to visualize myself speaking before them, speaking before various audiences that had more going for them than I did, and realize and appreciate my own value, and that I was a worthwhile person, even though I didn't have all going for me. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the education that they had. So part of the process is seeing yourself, being worthy, being capable, having what you need to make you a worthwhile person, and that you're more than able, and that you deserve to be listened to, or you deserve to have that dream and that passion and whatever it is that you see and envision there. You've got to see it in your mind's eye and know that you've got what it takes. Fears am I holding on to? What fears that I'm allowing to imprison me, that's keeping me from breaking out, that's keeping me from living up to my true potential, that's keeping me from really being happy, that's keeping me from having a sense of adventure and excitement in my life? What's keeping me from controlling my destiny? What fears that I'm giving that permission to? Notice what I said, that we must give our permission to fear to immobilize us. Because whatever discomfort you experience, whatever challenges or difficulty that it is, you got to handle it. You got to go up in there and wrestle with it. Will it be easy? No. Will it be challenging? Yes. A friend of mine who's going into recovery. He's been addicted to crack cocaine for years and alcohol. And he was talking about how challenging it was and why he was dreading going into cold turkey. I said, what do you want me to tell you? That it's going to be a picnic? No, it's not. It's going to kick your butt? Yes, it is. Are you going to want to die? Yes, that's a part of it. But that's just what you must go through in order to get where you want to go. And guess what? You are strong enough to do it. You're strong enough, and your life is worth whatever you have to go through to get past this addiction. Whatever you have to do, this dream you got, whatever you want to do, will it be easy to just run out there and do it? No. Will it happen overnight? No. Will it be a struggle? Yes. Will there be times when you can't make ends meet? Yes, that's a part of it. Will there be times you won't know what to do? Yes, that's a part of it. Next thing is that you want to monitor your inner conversations, the things that you say to yourself. You want to watch them, and in watching them, you want to take charge. A friend of mine told me this evening, and she did it excellently. She said, I didn't want to come tonight. I was feeling so depressed. And I said, I'm going anyhow. See, that was the conversation. Oh, you really don't feel like it. You really don't need to do it. You don't really need to read anything. Forget all that. That's that inner conversation. Oh, you don't need to worry about trying to go into your own business. Forget that. You can't do that. What if you lose everything you've got? That inner conversation that stops you from doing the things you want to do less, don't do that. How can you possibly think about being a motivational speaker? You don't have the contacts, you don't have the money, you don't know the right people. You're going to get up there and your mind's going to go blank. Forget all that. You remember that time you got up before some people and you panicked? You stood up and your mind sat down? Don't you remember? And I said, yes. And then I said, shut up. So you've got to learn to stand up to yourself inside yourself and short circuit, override that conversation that's always going on. 85% of what that conversation will tell you is negative. It's negative. It will tell you you're tired when you really are not tired. It will tell you you can't do it. It will fill you with fear. So you've got to watch that conversation. And when you find it going on, you've got to stand up to it and say, I'm going to do this anyhow. I'm afraid, but I'm afraid not to do it. And I'm not going to let you stop me. The biggest challenge that you will have in life is you. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. The next thing that is a key to self-motivation is that you've got to ask yourself, what do I want out of life? What do you want out of life? What do you want out of a job? What do you want out of a career?
What do you want out of a relationship? What do you want? What gives you your life? How will you know when you got it? What will make you happy? You need to know. You need to start asking yourself some questions. What do I really, really, truly want? You need to be exact about that. Don't be vague. Oh, I just want to be happy. That's too vague. What will make you happy? How will you know when you got it? Zero in on it. Be exact. Be specific. And as you do that, that will stimulate that superconscious mind, or the reticular activating system of your mind, that will begin to find those things, to identify with it. And once you begin to determine that which you want, take the time to write it down. Don't just think about it. Write it down. That is a subjective process that engages the subconscious mind. Write it down. Once you write it down, read it 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. Why is that important? Because what it will do, it will cause you to focus. It will cause you to concentrate. When that other conversation is going on, telling you what you cannot do, telling you all of the impossibilities and all of the obstacles, your concentrating will begin to create a larger vision within yourself, and you'll start looking for and seeing some new opportunities. You start creating some openings for yourself. As you begin to read that every day, day in and day out, that will make you focus. That will discipline your thinking, and you'll get all kind of creative ideas. As I talk to you right now, being involved in this immersion process, you're going to create some openings for yourself. You're going to get some ideas. You're going to feel your adrenaline flowing, and you're going to think about something, some idea you had. You say, I want to go back and I'm going to look at that again from a different vantage point, not from the level of the problem of the obstacles that I encountered, but from a higher vantage point. Because what you will begin to see and to know as I talk to the higher consciousness within you, that you are powerful, that you are a miracle worker. And that inner conversation has conditioned you to believe that you are not. And as you begin to discover the truth of who you are, whatever challenge that you're facing in life, and if you're living, you're facing some challenge, you'll begin to know that you're powerful and that you're a miracle maker. So as you begin to write down exactly what it is that you want, read it every day. The next thing is, see yourself there. How will you feel once you get there? What will the experience be like for you? What will be different? What kind of person do you have to become in order to get there? Visualize yourself there, living the experience. I remember when I ran for state representative in Columbus, Ohio, and I had a lot of people telling me, and you got to watch not only the conversation within, but the conversation without, telling me, Les, you can't possibly win. You can't do that. And I went down to the legislature and I saw myself. I knew what I wanted. I saw myself in the chair. I pointed out the chair that I wanted. I used to go and sit up in the galleries and watch the legislative process. I used to go to the committee meetings and listen to legislation being introduced. I learned how to write legislation, how to amend legislation. I started thinking like a legislator, got up every day dressing, thinking like that, selling myself on it, seeing myself in the legislature. Mr. Speaker, I'm the gentleman from the 29th House District. I'd like to introduce a bill. I went in the legislature, walked around. I had the experience of it. And when I ran and won against overwhelming odds, they were shocked. I won the election even before it was held because I was living it in my mind. Yourself. It's about your mind. Now, think about some particular event or act in your life that you feel bad about. You really regret the place.
Audio is breaking up.
Your mind's up. About life is a challenge. Meet it. Life is a gift. Accept it. Life is an adventure. Dare it. Life is a sorrow. Overcome it. Life is a tragedy. Face it. Life is a duty. Perform it. Life is a game. Play it. Life is a mystery. Unfold it. Life is a song. Sing it. Life is an opportunity. Take it. Life is a journey.
Complete it. Life is a promise. Fulfill it. Life is a beauty. Praise it. Life is a struggle. Fight it. Life is a goal. Achieve it. Life is a puzzle. Solve it.
The company that has remained steadfast and kept the right principles. The company headed toward the world with the right principles. The company that grows with its customers and shares generously. We are Atomy. Atomy, which has been growing ever since its establishment in 2009, is a global network marketing company with a presence across the globe. Atomy, going beyond customer satisfaction to customer success, continues to be its top priority to this day. Providing good quality products at reasonable prices, Atomy's competitiveness lies in the nature of distribution. From the beginning, Atomy has upheld its absolute quality, absolute price philosophy. This commitment is in all products ranging through health supplements, beauty items, lifestyle goods, food and appliances. With cumulative sales exceeding £1.5 billion, HemoHim has become Korea's leading HemoHim 28 international product and fatigue improvement, setting an unparalleled benchmark in the history of health supplements. Another flagship product, Absolute Cell Active Skincare, has surpassed cumulative sales of £500 million. On top of receiving the King Sejong Award from the Korean Intellectual Property Office for the first time in the cosmetics industry, Absolute Cell Active Skincare was selected as world-class product for next generation by Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy. Atomy places customers at the heart of all business operations, a commitment recognized with 3 consecutive certifications for consumer-centric management, an achievement unmatched in the industry. Since opening its US branch in 2010, Atomy has expanded to 27 branches, including Asia, South America, Oceania and Europe. Today, Atomy is emerging as a global, connecting producers and consumers worldwide. Atomy's products have proven their popularity in global markets, ranking first in health supplement and OTC healthcare product exports. Following the $300 million Export Tower Award, Atomy is on track to achieve cumulative exports of $2 billion by 2025. After launching its EU branch, Atomy is now planning further expansions, focusing on Africa, Central and South America, and other emerging markets. Atomy's GSGS strategy, which stands for Global Sourcing Global Sales, allows the supply of products that align with the absolute quality and absolute price philosophy through Atomy's global sales network. Atomy's success system, directly managed by the company, empowers anyone to succeed, regardless of their individual abilities. This unique system is the driving force behind Atomy's differentiated and sustained growth. Through both online and offline platforms, Atomy Success Seminars vividly deliver its vision to members across the globe. By integrating business and culture, these seminars present a global success system that transcends the boundaries of time and space. In addition, Atomy operates the ACTS project to nurture global leaders and enhance their capabilities. The company has also opened the Songnisang Forest, reimagined as a hub for the Atomy brand experience, demonstrating its unwavering commitment to supporting members on their path to success. Now Atomy goes one step further. We are preparing A-Care, a wellness solution that curates your whole life beyond your physical health. Realize a balanced life through customized management based on data and AI. To achieve absolute quality and absolute price, and to ensure commitment to quality from its partners, Atomy provides various support measures for partnering companies such as cash payment within 1 week from delivery, interest-free operating fund loans, and joint quality management systems, among others. These create a culture of accompanied growth. Atomy is implementing various policies to ensure sustainable coexistence with the Earth. The company promotes resource recycling and environmental restoration through product renewals aimed at zero plastic initiatives, increasing the use of biodegradable plastics and eco-friendly materials, and introducing smart packaging solutions. Atomy's contributions surpass not only its industry and the distribution sector, but also stand at the top level nationally. Over the past 3 years, the company's donation percentage relative to the revenue has been 30 times that of the distribution industry, ranking first among Korea's top 500 companies. As a result, it has earned various government awards and certifications, including the Government Award for Sustainable Management, Good Donor Award, Family Friendly Company, and Great Place to Work Asia. Atomy's culture of sharing has expanded beyond Korea, reaching a global scale. Together with its members, partner companies, and employees, the company actively participates in social contribution activities around the world. The company that holds true to its principles while creating a new distribution culture. The company expanding globally with the trust of people around the world. The company that dreams of customer success while moving beyond customer satisfaction. The company that cherishes the spirit. We are proud Atomy.
Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dr. Lloyd, how are you
Morning,
this morning?
CJ. Good morning.
Good morning, good
Good morning to
morning,
you.
good
Grand
morning.
Good
Rising,
morning.
Grand Rising. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Lloyd. Good morning, everyone.
Valerie.
Good morning.
Morning.
Dr. Lloyd, why don't you take it away?
Okay. Good to be here. Welcome, everyone, to Momentum Mornings. Let's have a good session. Let's have participation. Hope you learned something. Hope you brought someone to the meeting. If you are new here, first time, we invite you to unmute yourself. There's a microphone somewhere on your screen in the corner somewhere where you can tap it to unmute yourself so you can say your name and where in the world you're tuning in from and who is your sponsor who invited you to come to the meeting. I am happy to be here. I'm excited about Atomy and all its possibilities for our lives. And let's have a good session. Welcome, welcome, everyone.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed. So again, if you're new in this space, it's called Momentum Mornings. If you're new here, we invite you to ever so gently tap on that microphone icon down to the base of your device, off to the left. It resembles a microphone. You tap it, you unmute, you introduce yourself, who invited you, your experience. If you're new in Atomy, we'd love to know. Is it working for you? Does it make sense? And when you're done, you tap that microphone again, signaling you're muting yourself, and we will all be very observant as to the protocol. Once we are in flight, once we are on the way, we all keep our phones muted. Thank you so much. So here we go. If you're new here, let's hear from you. If you have a testimonial this morning, we'd love to hear it. We love testimonials.
I have a testimony. This is Dr. Lloyd. I got ethereal patches a few days
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Hey.
I have intermittent pain in my knee. It's been going on for a couple of years. I play pickleball, and I found out that you know it. I found out after playing quite regularly that my there was something wrong with my knee because it would swell up and be painful. I would rest it, then go back. But I love playing the pickleball. But I got to the point where it's getting so painful. I said I have to go evaluate it, see what get an MRI and see what's wrong with it. I found out I had huh? So I found out I had a meniscal tear, which is a tear in the cartilage. You can get it repaired. Um, Relatively easy.
Mhm.
And so I had to wait 2 months to get an appointment to see the orthopedist here in
Okay.
Naples area of Florida. So in that time, now I know by documentation what's wrong with my knees. So I'm trying to be disciplined and not
Yeah.
play pickleball. So I didn't play for 2 months and my knee was better. The swelling went down. I'm walking without pain. I go to the doctor. He hardly spends any time with me, rushing me
Mhm.
through the appointment and didn't quite satisfactorily answer all of my questions. Didn't really let me ask him much. And I said, I'm not going to have this man operate on my knee. So
Absolutely.
so because things got better, I went back to my normal schedule. So at this point, I I don't have pain all the time. I rest it when I need it, whatever. But one day I was having a lot of pain in the knee, and it went on for a few days. So I couldn't play pickleball. I had the ethereal patch. I put it on my knee, and lo and behold, in 20 to 30 minutes, the pain went
Yeah.
completely away. I was
No
shocked because
way.
I'm a skeptic. I don't
Yeah.
I don't believe unless I see things myself or it's documented in clinical trials and it has to be a large trial and many trials and all that stuff, right? So, I was skeptical about this thing, but I did try it. I put it on and in 30 minutes I was able to walk around my home without any pain. It
No
was a
way. No
Yes,
way.
yes, yes. There was a cooling sensation in the area, so it felt pleasant actually. And so I kept wearing the patch. I read the instructions. The instructions said take the patch off in 4 hours. Don't wear it any longer than 4 hours. But it seemed to be indicating that you may have a skin reaction if you wear it longer. So my skin is not that super
Okay.
sensitive. So I left it on until I went to bed. And then I had, by that time, worn it, good 8 hours or whatever. So I took it off because I didn't know what was going to happen overnight by leaving it on. I didn't want a rash. So I took it off. And in the morning, I still had no pain in the knee. And it went on like that for over 24 hours, no pain in my knee. So um, I think that not only does it relieve pain, but I believe there's some anti-inflammatory effect as well, that's more lasting, that helps contribute to the knee, to the pain relief, and also makes it more lasting. So that's my, one other thing. I
Yes.
posted, I make YouTube videos, and I posted about the effect, the nice effect I got from the ethereal patch. One of my friends saw my video. Her husband is a doctor, and
Yes.
he's having some knee pains. So she said, I asked her about the business, if she knew anybody who wants to do the business, but
Uh-oh.
she didn't want to do the business. But a few days later, after she told me she didn't want to do the business, she says her husband wants the patch because he's having a similar problem with his knee.
Yes.
So I told him how to get on the site and sign up as a consumer. He did it, and he ordered the patch right away, the same day I told them what they need to do. That's my success story with ethereal patches.
Wow, wow, wow. That's amazing. So you're posting on YouTube, you're using social media, and it's working. Can you imagine?
Yes, yes, yes. It
Oh,
was, I was surprised. I had, um, so a doctor who ordered, a nurse who's also, I know, two nurses
yes.
responded. Um, one said she could use it for her mom, and
Wow.
another nurse of mine told me my knee looks significantly swollen. I should go to the doctor. So I told her the story why I haven't gone back yet, but
Yes.
eventually I think I will. But in the meantime, um, yeah, I'm very happy with the patch.
Good. This is good. This is good. You know, I'm going
Congratulations on your pain relief and
to.
congratulations on your conversion of a non-customer to a member of your team.
Thank you.
You know, I like the idea of or using social media platforms. Yeah. And here's my little testimony real quick. So each morning I send out my invitations and I plug into my invitations, Dr. Antoinette, a video. It might be the saw palmetto, it might be it depends on just what I feel like on that particular day. Or we got the bitter melon going right now. And yesterday someone posted on the Momentum Morning, CJ, please call me. And what do you know? After many months of posting my invitations with these various products, this person is wanting uh, his whatever we have in the medicine cabinet for diabetes, just like that. So I just want to encourage all of us to be about using the platforms that is available and persist. They are watching us. They are watching what we're doing. They want to establish that we are authentic. Or sooner or later, he'll just evaporate. He'll give it up. You know, just like all the others out there. They come out like bamboo fire. They blaze up and then they fade away. So stay with it. And that's my testimony. Anyone else?
Amen, CJ. Amen. Consistency is so important.
It is very important. They're watching us then. They're watching your language or they're listening to your language and they're watching your behavior. They are wanting to determine, are you for real? Are you really about wellness? Are you really about a crusade? And sooner or later, they'll come knocking. I've heard Sylvia with some testimonials. Uh, and I've heard uh, Althea, the driver, and others. They are listening and they are watching. Again, we have another testimonial this morning.
Oh, CJ, good morning.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Yeah, I hope my phone works well. I have in my position here right now a patch and a tumor scene to send to this lady who we are good friends and she's always having pain and it's probably friends, but she has never just finally decided. So I have information and I'm going to be mailing them to her as soon as possible. In addition, may I say something about this speaker, the impact it has on me? I know for sure time that we have, and I will not name out all the values that are portrayed in his speech, but I know for sure that his speech speaks volume. But even when I felt fat, I got up and I was afraid of the fear. Yes, I was, but I did it anyhow. I would rise. In addition to the speaker's advice, I can see in my mind's eyes the eagle, how it soars higher and higher. I always keep the eagle in my mind's eyes. It always soars. And I have listened to the speakers. I love them, but I have to do my thing. So, like the bird, I will continue because I want to live a long and healthy life and to help others. I will spread my wings and fly. So that's my piece, CJ, and others.
Amen, Sylvia. Keep soaring high.
That's my hero. The bird is one of my heroes, rather, just one. And I have to make best use now. I'm not sure about tomorrow. No. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Sylvia. Thanks for sharing. Yes.
Most welcome.
Is there anyone else who want to share something with us this morning?
I'd like to share a little bit.
Go ahead, Ted.
I'm particularly inspired by the pregame selections that you put on. They're very encouraging. They're very motivating. They're very uplifting, and they teach me things that I may not be aware of, or I'm not aware of, or can teach me how to be better than I already am. So I thank you for always including them as part of our Momentum Mornings, CJ, and I thank you for the hard work that you do in putting all this together on a daily basis. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Ted. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Yes. Wellness is what we're all about. And it's emotional, it's psychological, it's environmental, it's financial. Every other Friday or so, we take a minute and get into our financial wellness segment. Yes, Ted. So I appreciate it. And my word is Ubuntu. Together we will get there. And sometimes we go through those moments, life happens, we all deal with these challenges. The days when it's so difficult to face it, those dark and cloudy days, yeah, disappointments, life happens. So here we are, endeavoring day by day, morning by morning, to come by the fire and to strengthen each other, educate, stimulate, motivate. Right, Dr. Antoinette?
Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Right.
Yes, yes. All right. Just want to take a minute this morning, and I think it's time that we look at our immune system. What do we do to boost our immunity? So let's listen to Dr. Kim Sung Hak as it relates to our probiotics. Dr. Kim, please, welcome.
You're here because you want to make a difference. Quantum University's new humanitarian award program.
From the mouse until the last moment, totally one pipeline. But when you are eating time, you must chewing too much. Because beginning time, as I told you, in the saliva too much the amylase enzyme is there. So if you mix it, hold your saliva with the food, your stomach will be comfort. But if you are not chewing too much, come to the stomach, he have to digest thing. It's like a washing machine, huh? And then he have to put the too much acidity. Because if you have enough amylase, your stomach will be comfort, no need too much the acid. But stomach acid cannot be digested from the food also, and then will become pancreas, will start to send the special acid. Later, if you're not too much chewing, later become diabetic patients. So you must chewing too much. Yeah? From the mouth to the small intestine, and then the large intestine, it's totally one line. But today, why I'm telling you, you heard probiotics? Yes, probiotics is very, very important to our body. Why? Because when is the baby born, they collecting the stool, the baby stool, we found out 90% Bifidus probiotics. But when they are growing time with food, Bifidus virus is getting less and less. And here, it was 100 years before call it the Russian doctor, he found out the probiotics. Now the probiotics call it the lactobacillus, and there's many different lactobacillus bulgarius, and the bifidobacterium bifidum, and the Clostridium difficile, and many different kinds of the bacteria in our colon. So we collected all the colon, the bacteria. You cannot see, they're too small, right? So we collected, put in the scale. Each person has how many bacteria in your body? 1.5 kilogram of the bacteria in your colon. There is a good bacteria and bad bacteria. Always have to balance. If you don't have the good balance, you will be going to sick. We have here found out the Clostridium difficile, these kinds of the bacteria. Sometimes good, but sometimes going to bad. Why? If you have taken a lot of the antibiotic, this bacteria become bad bacteria. So now they're giving the good probiotics, giving to them, and then they become again the good bacteria. Because when they have the Clostridium, the difficile, the bacteria, you have too much diarrhea. You cannot stop it. Many people are also going to die. But nowadays, when they're giving the probiotics, immediately they are going to stop the diarrhea. Now the Western people and European the doctors, they started researching from the human stool. They are buying human stool for one time $300 now. It's good business, huh? But not everybody's stool. But healthy person's stool they are buying, they start to study from the stool. Why? Because someone who said, now I'm drinking only water, but I'm gaining my weight. Yes, but actually he is eating something. But some of them really, he eat a lot of food, he's not gaining weight. So two types of the patients collected the stool, they found out. Some of them, for example, the fatness person, the stool, get to collect the probiotics from the bacteria who doesn't have the thinner persons. So the case of the stool, collected bacteria, put in the capsule, given to the thin persons, he become gaining weight. So who has the Alzheimer case? Also someone who has the bacteria from the normal person, she doesn't have. That case also collected the healthy person of the bacteria, put in the capsule, treatment Alzheimer. So now it's a lot of things coming from the probiotics. Today I'm telling you probiotics. Why do we need probiotics? Here, these doctors, it was 1907, the Russian doctors call it the Mechnikov. And he has the Nobel Prize from the study from the probiotics. He found out from the red wine. He found out the probiotics in the red wine. So he started from there. Now we found out many different kinds of the probiotics. Helps break down the food and produce lactic acid and enzyme. So also the eliminate the toxic our body, the whatever toxic, if you take the probiotics, will be remove the toxic. Also, whatever you have any stomach problem, you just try probiotics, and then your stomach getting calm down. Okay, so we can have here also better board to remove the board and balance the gut, the bacteria, and good bacteria and bad bacteria is good from this one. Improve the digestions. So it means the probiotics, which time is good? Empty stomach or after food is very good. So sometimes you have the many food supplementations, you don't know how to eat. Sometimes you put all together, it's not good. Especially the vitamin C, do not eat empty stomach. Because vitamin C is ascorbic acid. This acid come to the stomachs will be more hurt, empty stomachs. If you want to take the vitamin C, should be after food or with food. It's good. Okay, so our stomach, as I told you, we have too much acid, stomach acid. It's pH 2, is the very high level of the acid in our stomach. But how we can send this probiotic until to the intestine? Because, as I told you, from the mouth until last moment is one pipeline. This probiotics should be past the stomach or to the intestine. But our atomic probiotics, very special technology, how we did it. Probiotics, we have special coating. Okay? We call it the micro encapsulation technology. This we got it from the Canadian company, special technology. So if you see the probiotics, it looks like powder, huh? But this one already we coating already. So this one even past the stomach cannot be melted until intestine. So do not worry about this one. And then to boost the immunity system. It's good for the reduce the allergy and the support woman's health and support and the weight loss. Just now though she said I don't know, since within how many weeks she lose the 5 kilograms already. If you take the probiotics, really good for our health. So let me tell you our probiotics is that not only probiotics, we have the 10 plus probiotics here. like the many different, you can see even the whole Latin names, not easy to remember, but like Bifidobacterium and Lactobacillus, many different kinds. Plus, we have here mixed banana extraction and strawberry and so on and so on, different. Why? Today I will tell you. We have probiotics and prebiotics. Little bit different, right? What is the prebiotics? Prebiotics is food for the probiotics. If you take the probiotics, after that, you take the banana or onion, something, garlic, or these things, will be, your probiotics will be more getting health. Okay? So this one, our probiotics. Maybe you understand or not, I don't know. Anyway, so this guy, he came to his father. He asked to his father, "Father, what is the life?" And then he said, wait. He got one piece of stone, give to his son. "My son, you go to the market, you're sitting with the stone. Anybody wanted to buy, just put your 2 fingers." And then he take this stone, go to the market. He's sitting. And then so many people look and go and look and go. And suddenly one woman, she came to this boy. He said, "You want to sell?" "Yes." "How much you want to sell?" He just put the 2 fingers, like what his father said. When he put the 2 fingers, he said, "Oh, you want to sell $2? And then he go to his father. "Father, one lady, she want to buy the $2. Do I sell for this one?" She say, "Just take this one, go to the jeweler, the museum." And then he showed to the museum. And the museum director said, "Oh, this is very rare stone. You want to sell?" He said, "Just the 2 fingers. And then he said, "You want to sell $20,000? And then he come to his father. "Father, museum director wanted to buy $20,000. Do I sell to him?" He said, go to the jewelry shop. And then he go to the jewelry shop. And then he found this stone. "Wow, where did you get this stone? You want to sell?" "Yes." "How much you want?" He just put the 2 fingers. He said, "If I pay you $200,000, you can sell to me?" Why? This much different. One piece of stone. Because outside is like a stone, right? But it was inside of the stone. This kind of value was inside. Look beside of your friend. He looks like $2 stone or the 200,000. You know, most of the peoples, they just look the outside. Think about it. We are already 4th century industrial revolution now. You can hear so many keywords: artificial intelligence, blockchain, radio frequencies identifications, many things, IoT, right? Going to change a lot. Within 10 years, if a human drive a car, policeman will catch you. You have to go to jail. Within 10 years, we'll be going to change a lot of things. Important in the future. Chairman Hangelbach, already he mentioned to you, we're going to lose all the jobs because we're going to robot, artificial intelligence will do your jobs. But in the futures, important is relations. Without relations, you cannot do anything. Our the product is you need relations. Do not look only outside. You don't know who has what kind of relation with him. One of the lady in Korea, she was just the sales master and suddenly become royal master. You know why? She doesn't know when she become royal master. Why? One of her structure connecting to the Taiwan. Taiwan become very big market. Now she suddenly become royal master. You see? I know how. Here in Korea we said, if your parents in your house, do not go far away. If you have to go, you have to mention to your father where you go. If you have the food in your mouth, if your parents are calling you, you have to remove the food and you have to answer. I will tell you here one, according to the Bible, said, honor your father and your mother as the Lord your God has commanded you, so that you may live long and that it may go well with you in the land the Lord your God giving you. Am I right? Yes. But now, today, you have to call your parents. At least once a week, have to call and greeting to him. Okay? So, thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
So, before we move on, I welcome your thoughts. Any reaction to Dr. Kim this morning?
Sylvia again, CJ.
Okay.
I have a testimony where that is concerned. Now that the probiotic is featured, I can attest to the result of the use of same. I was experiencing a situation whereby I had an issue. Whenever I eat, the food decides that it would not go to where it was supposed to be. However, I made use of the probiotic, which did a super amazing job. The good bacteria step in, did its job, so I no longer have that problem. However, I continue to place an order. It's pro. So, given that the result button, I can probably recommend that product. CJ, that's it.
That's right, Sylvia. I'm happy that you persisted. And remember, over there, those package of with the probiotics, they have 3 or the most 4 strains. Over here in Atomy country, our probiotics, we have 12 strains. Yeah, we have the best of the best. Always, it's global sourcing, global sales. Thanks for that testimony, Sylvia. And we'll take one more and then we move on to our next video this morning.
You're most welcome.
Okay. So the probiotics, our vitamin C, our hemohim, that's a powerful combination. Let's watch this.
Disappear for a month. On Monday, we're starting the Chair Tai Chi Challenge for men over 50.
These days, because there's many more viruses in the world, this is why we need Hemohim, and we need our friend probiotics, and we need our other friend, Atomy's vitamin C. These 3 soldiers on our immune boosting war machine are triple protection. We will all be healthy all year long. I'm Sharon Rose Master Sylvie Diego, and I'm going to make a short presentation of 3 of our products that I call the Immunity Booster Triple Play Protect. Yes. So the first product I want to mention is Atomy Vitamin C. And we all know vitamin C. The name sounds familiar, but what's the problem with why we have to take vitamin C? Well, first of all, our body does not produce vitamin C. So we usually get it from our food or our vegetables or fruits, right? But the problem is that we don't always eat enough vegetable or fruits. And our diet is not filled with that. So we need to take this supplement. And why does the body need vitamin C? It's very important for three specific things. First of all, it's very important for skin healing. So if you ever have any surgery or cut your finger or anything like that, the body relies a lot on the vitamin C to heal your skin. The second big reason is that vitamin C is very important for iron absorption, iron. And that is especially important for people that may suffer from anemia, because even if they have foods with iron or maybe a supplement of iron, they still need vitamin C. And of course, it's always helpful with vitamin C as an antioxidant. And we know that the body has free radicals, which makes us grow old. So free radicals are bad. And we need this antioxidant so we don't decay like an apple. So with the vitamin C, we know we need it. But we ask, well, why Atomy's vitamin C? I see some of you have a look on your face. Why Atomy has such a great vitamin C? Well, a couple reasons. The first one is that we have 7 color fruits and vegetables in our product. And that includes 5 yellows, like pumpkin and tangerine, as well as 2 reds, including strawberry and pomegranate. Plus, we have turmeric and collagen. So the ingredients are very, very good combination and very pure, and it's in a powder form, so it's very easily absorbable by the body. So those are the general reasons. But again, we know vitamin C is very important when we're fighting colds and flu and any other bad virus that may come at us. And we know that we're getting ready for the fall season, so we should be taking this every day. And our Atomy vitamin C comes in 90 satchels in one box, which is 3 months supply for only $19. Can you believe it's only 21 cents a day with Atomy? You'll find that that's much cheaper than what you may be buying. And the other ones have a lot of starch usually. But as you can see, our powder form is very pure and very excellent. So that's our first play, our protector for immunity, is our vitamin C. Well, what's our second play? I see a couple people saying, well, what's the second one? What's the second protection? Well, you know it and I know it as our fabulous Atomy probiotics. And probiotics is very important, right? Because probiotics are good bacteria. They're the good soldiers or the good players on the MVPs of immunity. Our immune system is located 70% in our gut. And it's even said that our gut is our first brain, not our brain up here, but our brain down there. So we have to have a good ratio of good probiotics versus bad bacteria. And as we age, the ratio goes the opposite way. And we end up with, instead of 80% good bacteria, which is the way to go, we end up with about 80% bad bacteria. And what does that do? It causes gas, which isn't very helpful when we want to be social. But worse than just a bad social thing, gas causes problems to the organs because it goes to the tissue and hurts it makes us think poorly. We don't feel right. We don't feel regular. And of course, some people get constipated. Some people get diarrhea. So the way to solve that problem, and by changing that ratio to a good ratio so that we have a strong immunity, is to take good probiotics. But what's the problem out there? Probiotics have 2 problems in the marketplace. One, there's not enough of them, and they're not good enough. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. And they're also very expensive. So why Atomy's probiotics? I see that look on somebody's face. You know who you are. I see you smiling. There you go. Well, Atomy's probiotics, first of all, we have over 10 strains of different lactobacilli, and each of those are good for, it has all these strains that have a multiple effect and can fight the battle through all the war. against these bad bacteria. How about the quantity? This probiotic has 10 billion, that's billion with the B, CFU, which is live probiotics. And that means that it's guaranteed like at the end of the year. And not only that, ours has a special prebiotics, because you wouldn't send your army with no bullets, right? You wouldn't send the soldiers with the gun with no bullets. Well, the probiotics need to get down to the middle of your stomach. And the way they do that is that an army goes by the food, and prebiotics are the food for the probiotics to make it all the way down to the gut and fight that war. And you know, it really is a war, because if you've ever used our probiotics, you know that for the first time, you end up hearing a rumble in the tummy. And then you have to be close to the restroom, right? So it really, really works. And our probiotics is only, get this, $34 for a box, which is 2 months supply. So it's only 57 cents a day. And guess what? Even more impressive is that this probiotic made in the USA is very nice. It's one of our global sourcing, global supply, our US product, and all of our countries has something. So this is fantastic. It tastes like blueberry. Kids love it. Put it in your yogurt. The price is right, 57 cents a day. But you're wondering, hey, you said triple play, right? I did say triple play. And we're going to bring our old friend, because, you know, when you're playing baseball, you always have the fourth batter is the guy who hits the home run and knocks everybody else in for home runs. So you get 4 home runs. And that MVP of our immunity boosting triple play, wonderful Atomy Hemoheme. You all know what it is already, so quick summary. We know that it's natural. It has 3 key ingredients that are all toxin-free, the right formula with 30 other herbs, fermented, so it does incredible things with our immune system. It's patented in 7 countries to do 4 things. Again, it's an antioxidant. It's also anti-cancer, but we'll talk about that another time. It's also patented for immunity boosting, which is why it's on our team, immunity boosting. And in addition to that, it is patented to produce new red and white blood cells. We know that we need oxygen. I mean, even to fight the coronavirus, the key thing is your oxygen level. And Atomy Hemoheme produces new red blood, which is high in oxygen. It's why little kids can run around all day and we fall down after watching them or babysitting them for an hour or 2. So the red blood cell production helps with our oxygen level, which is good for our stamina and strength, whether we're an athlete, housewife, worker, hairdresser, you know the drill. So red blood cells are good. Also, it boosts our white blood cells, which has all the natural disease-fighting elements, including T cells, NK or natural killing cells, and it just makes the immune system do what it's supposed to do. But our bodies get depleted by stress, by pollution, by a bad diet, and that's why we need Hemoheme. And these days, because there's many, many more viruses in the world, and we need to protect against us, and Hemoheme comes in a box of 60 pieces, which is 1 month supply. We take 2 pieces a day, and the price is $92 for that 1 box for a normal person for 1 month supply. And that comes out to only $1.53 per sachet like this. And so if we take two of them a day, it's only $3.07 for that great boosted immunity. And if we add up the 21 cents of the vitamin C, the 57 cents of the probiotics, and the 307 of the Hemoheme, we $3.85 a day. That's less than most people spend for coffee a day. These days, because there's many, many more viruses in the world and we need to protect against us, this is why we need Hemoheme, and we need our friend probiotics, and we need our other friend Atomy's vitamin C. And with these three soldiers on our immune boosting war machine, our triple threat, our triple protection, we will all be healthy all year long. Thank you very much.
Hemoheme disclaimer. Hemoheme.
Hello, y'all.
Hello, CJ.
What's up? Did you take your triple play today? Don't play. Hello, y'all.
Hello, CJ. We're here. I've
I know,
I've
but
recently
I'm just here
Hello.
waiting for. Oh, of course.
I've
Did you take
recently
your
started
triple play?
taking the probiotic, and it does have a great flavor. It goes well with my
Yes.
Hemohim in the morning. I usually take the energy drink, which is a multivitamin. I think it has some vitamin C in it. I have not been taking a separate vitamin C, but I will incorporate that into my regimen per your instructions.
I'm so democratic around here. I'm only just suggesting, Ted, that we be about the triple play. Don't play. And that Hemohim, that's the forerunner, that's the standalone guide. Okay. So we're saying let's do our probiotics, let's do our colored vitamin C. Standard. Of course, Sly is making this presentation a while back because we have had some price increases. Okay. It's not $92 or $96 per box, but it's now $105. And it's no longer seven countries, but we are now patented in 23 countries. And may I remind us that the company, is ranked position number 7, not 12, not 10, not 60, not 100, but Atomy occupies position number 7 in the sea of network marketing companies. That's where we are. And the price is right. Global sourcing, global sales. Any other takeaway this morning before we wrap it up? Anyone else? Thank you, Ted.
I have a question, CJ.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. This is Shirley. I was on yesterday for the first time.
Welcome back, Shirley.
Thank you. You mentioned the Hemohim, that you take it with water every morning.
Yes, it's that's what I do. I take it with warm water.
So how much warm water do you put in a cup or get a glass or whatever?
Yeah. Just a cup, just a glass, just enough to drink this. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second. Okay. So Shirley, to be clear, you can sip it straight from the sachet, just like that, no problem. But I believe that we can get the system going nice and smooth from morning to morning. I've always practiced drinking warm water in the mornings, or water at room temperature. And the amazing thing that happens soon after I drink my warm water, I'm on my way to the restroom. So what I've done, and what I highly recommend, is to incorporate that routine. Just empty the sachet or 2 or 3, it's entirely up to you, in a cup of warm water and throw it down the hatch. That's me.
Okay.
I wouldn't insist that you all do it, but I know there's a lot of benefit to be derived from that kind of, yeah.
I will try that. I have been just taking it straight from the packet.
And that's fine. What I'm doing is I'm giving it an extra boost.
Okay.
I'm turbocharging it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And you said 45 minutes wait before we eat anything, correct?
Yeah, 30 minutes,
Okay.
45 minutes. But I say, so I mentioned 45 minutes for those of us who will be taking that noni, fermented noni.
Mm-hmm.
And I say,
Mm-hmm.
make put a gap of about 45 or so minutes in between. I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take them together because I really
Okay.
want to get maximum benefit. Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, the fermented noni and the hemohim, that's another powerful combination, Shirley. Powerful combination. 22
Okay.
benefits from the noni, which perhaps tomorrow, if time allows, we'll get into that. But because on Thursdays we go Cosmo to Millionaire Beauty Care, Hair Care, Skin Care. But the noni, 22 benefits.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
You're welcome, Shirley. And we'll take one more testimonial or question, and we're out of here. Okay, so yesterday, as we were in the pregame, we heard Les Brown saying that we must not only promise ourselves, but we must commit to ourselves. So as we jump off this morning, let me bring on stage the poem "Promise Yourself," and we're out of here.
Look, I get it. You've got an app idea. Maybe it's been stuck in your head for months.
I came across this amazing piece of writing called The Optimist's Creed from The Optimist International. It is titled Promise Yourself. For me, this has served as an amazing reminder every day that my happiness and my optimism does not depend upon my external circumstances, but my own internal decisions. Promise yourself. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind. Promise yourself to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet. Promise yourself to make all your friends feel like there is something in them. Promise yourself to look at the sunny side of everything and to make your optimism come true. Promise yourself to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best. Promise yourself to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own. Promise yourself to forget the mistakes of the past and press on the greater achievements of the future. Promise yourself to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living person you meet a smile. Promise yourself to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others. Promise yourself to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, and too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. Promise yourself.
And to that, I will add 4 more promises. Promise yourself to be meticulous with your words, the words to others and the words to yourself. Promise yourself to always do your best, to always do your best. Promise yourself never to assume. Promise yourself never to assume. And promise yourself, finally, to never take things personal. Don't take it personal. Promise yourself. That's all for me today. CJ out. Aja. Aja. Aja.
Aja.
Excellent.
Aja,
Once again,
Aja,
CJ. Thank you. Thank you.
Aja,
Aja. Aja.
everybody.
Aja.
Blessings.
Have a good day, everyone.
Have a super awesome day, everyone. Aja.
Thank you. Same to you guys.
Aja.
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 Aja, aja.
Blessings.